Hey, what's going on, family? I've been seeing a lot of shit on social media regarding the passing of my brother, my good friend, Ronald Birdsong. And it's been a lot of people been assuming shit or whatever on both ends. And I just want to set the record straight, because me and Bird was like this. He was going through shit. He told me the truth. He kept it 100 with me. And there's a lot of shit that out there that's, shouldn't be said, or it's too much drama. And I understand everybody grieving, I'm grieving, family grieving, that death shit is real. Overdoses and shit is real, man. And there's a lot of people saying that Bird committed suicide. Bird ain't committing no fucking suicide. Bird was too into the Bible to commit suicide. Bird was a strong believer in Jesus Christ. He wouldn't have did no shit like that. Now, he probably did overdose. He did that, cause Bird took pills, And if you really, really knew Bird, you already knew this shit. And he wasn't committing no suicide. Now, people saying that, my dad was direct result of Ron committing suicide. Not committing suicide, but overdosing. I ain't gonna say that. No, that's not, Ron ain't, that ain't really have nothing to do with that for real. You can't really say, he was the cause, my dad was the cause, Rickey Smiley was the cause of that. Because I don't think that's true. My dad, he was good to Bird. He was real good to Bird. He raised all of us, treated all of us the same, Me and Bird grew up in the same house. My dad didn't treat me no worse or no better than Ron. We all was treated the same. My dad never showed favoritism, ever. But I will say this. Bird, this coming from Bird mouth. Because I talked to Bird before he died. He was feeling some type of way about the job. Bird came to me and was like, hey man, your dad said he's gonna hook me up with a job, and now I call, he won't call back, and this, that, and the other. And he felt some type of way. He felt down, he kind of felt bad about it. And that played into, some of the depression that he had. So Bird, he took pills to numb his pain. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think my dad was direct cause. I won't put that on my dad like that, because my dad was, like I said, my dad was good to all of us. We all had the same chance growing up, and some of us took advantage of it, and some of us didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact, he felt some type of way when he was talking to my dad. He had a conversation about my dad regarding the dreads or whatever, and he didn't, for my dad to go on social media and put Ron out there like that. He didn't say Ron's name, but people who was close to Ron pretty much knew. For him, I know he was trying to, make a lesson out of it or whatever. But for him to go directly to social media and do that, I think they played a big part. That was like the hump that broke the camel, the straw that broke the camel's back or whatever. For him to go on social media and be like, I got a family member. Like, we know who you're talking about. And Bird knew who he was talking about. And Bird just thought that shit was just unfucking necessary, because it was a private conversation. If you having a private conversation with somebody, then you go on social media and you see that shit. He felt some type of fucking way, as anybody would. Saying the MF didn't want to cut his dreads. That shit was just unfucking necessary. And this is coming from Bird, man, because he talked to me about this shit. Bird, he felt some type of way about this shit, man. It's like he felt played almost. But to say that my dad was direct cause, no, because Bird was already doing drugs, taking pills. I know, because I fucking took pills with him. That's some shit we did. You know what I'm saying? To say my dad was direct cause of his death, I wouldn't take it that far. But he did feel some type of fucking way about the whole situation, about how it played out. want my, you know what I'm saying, my brother to rest in peace, man. I don't want this shit to be, centered around pills and dreads and all that stupid shit, man. Just let this man rest, my brother rest in peace, man. My brother in heaven now. He's straight. You know? I think he just felt some type of way, you know?
No foul play is suspected in the weekend death of comedian Rickey Smiley's son. Brandon Jamaad Smiley, 32, was found unresponsive inside his residence by a friend, according to the Jefferson County Coroner's Office. The discovery was made by a friend at 10:07 a.m. Sunday in the 23,000 block of 31st Eve North. Brandon Smiley was taken to a UAB Hospital where he was pronounced dead at 10:52 a.m. Chief Deputy Coroner Bill Yates said an autopsy performed early Monday found no evidence of trauma or foul play, and the cause of death is pending additional laboratory studies. Birmingham police are investigating. In a brief video shared on Instagram and YouTube Sunday, Rickey Smiley said that he was on his way to get to the airport to get to Birmingham after getting the bad news Sunday morning. Smiley, a Birmingham native, did not address the specifics of his son's death. May he so rest in peace. Thank you so much for watching.